The life force of your bond. A power like life itself. Unseen for generations. A dyad in the force.
Wow.
Greetings from the world of beyond. This is what happens when you pierce the veil of the Force.
Yeah, this is what happens. Welcome everyone to another Dyad in the Force, episode 120. That was a weird start, showing everyone what we see in terms of production. Choco, what's going on, dude?
Yeah, man, we are, as always, great time to be a fan. We are, just over a week out from Jedi Survivor dropping. We had the Mando finale going on. Everyone's still recovering from Celebration, except for myself, and so that's why you guys might have noticed Element's voice is a little rusty, you know. But it just adds some character.
No, I mean, I think this is the only aspect of myself that is recovering. I am vaccinated and boosted, and the COVID didn't really do much to me, but it seems like my voice is the only thing that is now taking the longest time to come back to me.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of so I used to drive a Subaru SVX. I don't know if it's a little two-door car. My power steering line, the return line, busted on it, and I didn't know what happened. Like, it just lost power steering, and so I happened to be right next to like a gas station. Went in there, I got some more and poured it in, and it worked for a little bit, and then it was gone again. So it turns out that it was the return line that busted, and it was just dumping power steering fluid onto my exhaust manifold, which meant I was driving in a cloud of smoke. Now, I was able to fix the problem really, really quickly, but it meant I was driving in a cloud of smoke for like the next week and a half. So every place I stopped, I had people going, hey, you know, you're smoking. And like, I rolled down my window in the car looking like Pigpen. I'm like, thanks, I appreciate it. So yeah, I somewhat feel your pain.
Yeah, you were the guy on the highway. Jesus, I sometimes hated that guy. Every time I see that guy on the highway smoking and stuff, I'd be like, do they not know? Is this plume coming out from the bus side behind them just not registering?
In that case, I did know. Now, if my car was on fire, stop me. Let me know that. I probably wouldn't know that. So,
I mean, we'd be in a horrible situation if your car was on fire and you also didn't know.
But hello to everyone in the chat. I see I got Dex and Download here. We have Marianne. We have Darthman86. How you doing, Kenny? Thanks for joining us here on your break. Yeah, so I was about to say about that Mando finale, but we're gonna wait. We're gonna take your calls once we get to that point. There's just a lot of exciting things. I guess I'll have to wait till Monday.
This is the road to Ahsoka. Did you say you have something to announce? You have to wait until Sunday?
Yes, I will have an announcement on Monday, and a bunch of content coming out. So stay tuned for that. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Awesome. We also have started planning the DiCon, or the DyadCon, which is slated for May 2nd to the 6th. Now that may only seem like 4 to 5 days, but that's also 4 or 5 days of like being free to hang out. You know what I mean? There's no now. Granted, there might be some people who want to go to like Star Wars Night for May 4th and like Galaxy's Edge, and you know we'll make an event out of it. And I know some people, including Texan and Cal, who might be coming on for DICON, have never been to Galaxy's Edge, and that'll be a thing, right? But the main point of DICON from the 2nd to the 6th is that we all just have like the days free to just be together and to just hang out. You know, we do have some things planned. We do have the famous karaoke night planned. I think we might plan that to start earlier so that our British folks, can partake, because they can't drink in America. But yeah, we have a lot planned. We may do a Battle of the Dyads depending on like the planning and the logistics of that. But we do have also like a beachside theater. I was thinking if we could find like a beachfront kind of restaurant, and kind of like reach out to them on like Huntington Beach and ask them if we could kind of like get a plot in front of them and then do like a projector with some like beach style seating and stuff like that, and just kind of have them be like the concessions, and you know, drive some business that night and have some movie night on the beach.
Yeah, I almost wish, you know, it was down here in Oceanside, because we actually could get the local theater to do that, which is right downtown, and it's always empty. Like opening night for things, wife and I will go, and it's only us and like one other person in the theater. So, but yeah, we'll definitely be able to figure some stuff out.
There's some escape rooms as well.
Escape rooms. There's rage rooms. If you're into that.
I remember.
Yeah. So for Venom 2, Pep and I, that was the first time we actually met in person, right? Was the rage room?
I think so.
Oh,
yeah.
No. The first. Yeah.
It was the rage room. And then again at Morbin time.
I was just trying to remember when we hung out with Camilla. I guess I don't remember the.
It was the rage room right after the.
Oh, that was the same. Yeah, that was the same trip. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, but we're basically, you go into a room and you just break stuff, and you get pipes and hammers, and you just break glasses, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. But there's just plenty of stuff to do, and we'll end up getting a lot. Yeah,
lots of fun stuff planned for that weekend. Yes, beach day. Let's see here. What's happening on Monday? I think Monday everyone is gonna go back. I think Monday is the departure day. I don't know. It depends. Whenever I carve out dates, it's usually like the last day is everyone just kind of leaving. That's why it kind of like. But at the same time, you know, y'all are free to keep doing on what you plan to do.
Super underrated, but and it mostly because, you know, growing up poor, it was never an option. But like when you go on a trip, to factor in another day is beautiful. You know what I mean? Like just to have the Monday rather than everyone's rushing home on Sunday and you're gonna go to work the very next morning, freaking sucks. So yeah, just saying.
Oh, so young meant your announcement for Monday. Well, you're just gonna have to wait. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Just try not to get anyone or anything in trouble.
But do remember to keep track of the DICON server. Now, I know we have a whole bunch of servers to worry about. We all have like 50 servers on Discord, but like this is the planning server. It acts as your tentative RSVP, and it's also where we're going to plan our lodging too. So like, one of the big things about our gatherings is that we're more or less spread out, you know, just like cheeks.
Gee, man, we just hit that hard. All right.
No, we're more or less spread out, right? So what we're planning to do for DICON is to book out blocks of hotels, not hotels, but blocks in a hotel, so that we are all at least together and we can get our planning done in the same spot.
Makes a huge difference to be like, hey, let's go up to the roof. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rather than like, all right, well, who's driving? Well, I flew, so I can't drive. We'll grab an Uber. Well, I'll take this much. Yeah, that whole thing sucks. So,
and sometimes that's what it takes, you know. Sometimes you just want to chill at like the place you're staying.
mm-hmm. Also, if you end up, you know, throwing back a few, you might not want to.
Yeah.
Just saying. Hey, it looks like we have a Jonathan in the chat, a marvelous Johnny with 2 L's.
Jonathan Cho. Are you talking about Mike Chen or Doug Cheng?
I mean, what's the difference?
You're right. Actually, the only difference would be Shang-Chi. Actually, no difference at all. All y'all look alike.
Well, I don't even know what to say now.
Listen, I feel like Johnny knows what's up. I feel like outside of like the public sphere, we are guilty of Asian on Asian crime. But you know, that's what happens. But what happened this week, Choco?
This week I been in, you know, been kind of in the lab. We're just really excited for stuff to come.
Oh, have you been in the lab? Because Street Fighter 6 demo is out for PlayStation 5, coming out on the 26th for all other platforms.
Yeah, I saw someone playing, and I gotta jump on that, but I gotta wait.
I know. We got a couple of games coming out next week on the 28th. So we have the Street Fighter 6 demo on the 26th. We have Jedi Survivor on the 28th.
Yeah, and we also got Guardians of the Galaxy about to pop off soon. I don't know how excited everyone is for that. I know that's a little bit away from Star Wars, but what are we, 2 weeks out? It's coming out May 5th.
I'm excited for it. I don't know why. I don't know how, but I continue to maintain a base level of excitement for MCU movies, only because I'm just really waiting for the X-Men drop. I really am. It's one of those things, you know what I mean, when you know it's coming, but like all of the projects in between is just like yeah, come on, let's get to it. Fantastic Four, X-Men, you know what it is.
You know what's funny is the only like MCU movie I'm super pumped for is the Marvels. I'm super excited for the Marvels. I thought
looks really
the trailer
good.
looked really funny and really good.
Also, Brie Larson looks really good.
Yeah. No, they're doing their thing. Which apparently is the most disliked trailer on YouTube. But we all know why. It's not surprising at this point. As I said in the chat, Dead Island 2 also just dropped. I have not played either of them because I don't care about zombies at all. I feel like 28 Days Later did zombies perfectly, and I was done, you know?
I feel like I feel like I should get you into State of Decay. And you, Cal, a bunch of us should get into State of Decay because, sure, the world is zombies, but it's also community building, fortification, supplies. It is survival at its core, with zombies on the side. It's as if you would be playing The Last of Us, but the main goal isn't the narrative. It's the like building up your like bases and stuff like that. Like you start off in like a small church, and then you gotta like build your trust with everyone and go out and scavenge for supplies, build up the church, and then eventually you can move on up to like a big base and stuff. It's a really cool game for the gameplay loop around the zombies.
Okay, no, I could get into that. Looks like Dex and Download is familiar with it, so that is cool. But yeah, other than those, bits and pieces, I think the big thing that we're waiting on is to talk about the Mando finale. I know a lot of people have a lot of thoughts.
Yeah.
So I think we can start bringing in people if they want to call in to talk about it.
Yeah, it does say 6 p.m., doesn't it? Well, we'll start taking calls now anyway to talk about the Mando finale.
Yeah, so normally would be 6 p.m., but we were also talking about, we had two shows at the same time. And so that really did play a part.
Yeah. Oh, also to announce, Marianne has done a service to the Dyad, has done 10 statements for real fans who would know. The Dueling Dyad edition, we'll say. She will come on and she will read these statements. I have not seen them. She emailed me a whole bunch of files and I just replaced them. Hopefully it'll work. I haven't checked it, obviously, because I didn't want to see any of the statements, but they should work regardless. They're just text files. But yeah, I think for this one, Marianne will be the proctor, and we may even go head to head with all the other callers. I don't know. You guys decide. Do you guys want me and Choco to go head to head, or do you want us to compete with you guys? What's fair? What's not fair? All right, we got our first guy.
Alrighty.
Hello, guy.
There we go. Hello.
I see no guys.
You see no guy?
Oh, there we go.
Hello, Jackson. How are you?
I am splendiferous and running off of my own emotional high of having a happy ending. That was actually like happy, like happy.
We
joy,
don't need
joy.
to hear about the massage you got before getting on live here.
I cannot hear Choco.
Oh, well, it was funny.
You can hear me. I can hear you. You can't hear Choco. Choco, can you hear him?
I can hear everyone. So yeah, while we're getting that sorted, one thing that is cool that we found out is there is an R5D4 Black Series coming out. So if you like your little one of our new neurodivergent droids being all shy and whatnot, we'll be able to grab one.
Daxon, why don't you call back in?
Yep.
All right. We have JJ in the chat. Hello to JJ.
Hey, JJ. Just stopping by to say hi.
You ever
looks like we have
say
in the chat.
You ever say too many J's? Hey JJ, we have a JJ in the chat.
Yeah, my little brother's name is Justin, and then he always named all of our pets after himself. So we had a cat named JJ and a horse named Justin Jr. So that was also JJ. Yeah, it's a weird. But Neff, it's nice to see you. bummed you couldn't make it the other day for the finale. But if you have thoughts that you want to share, feel free to hop in and share them.
Absolutely.
And I'm just gonna go by Jay. Oh, for the J.J. Abrams thing. Yeah. Well, if you don't like the J.J. Abrams thing, we can always call you Jar Jar, Dragon Lady.
Daxon, how you doing?
Oh, that was like Jar Jar Dragon Lady with no context is one of the coolest things I'm now just gonna fantasize about.
I'm sorry I did that.
It's okay. People
Okay,
fantasizing about
dare
JJ
as a
is
response.
not a new thing. So what's up, Daxon?
Can you hear me now?
100%.
Oh yeah, you can, because you just said you could. Cool beans.
But the Verizon flashback, thanks. But yes, doing great. Of course, having been done with the Catalyst now, that was awesome. And waiting for Pat. I am super stoked for Path of Vengeance. Like, oh, I can't wait to see what's going on. And the next few issues of High Republic are going to be like rounding everything up for all of that. It's glorious time in all kinds of media, both on screen and off.
Yeah, I'm in this rough spot where, like, because there's so much, I'm struggling to keep up because I'm like trying to grind away on stuff.
Oh,
I haven't
actually
even
told
been
my
able
wife
to
today.
start it yet.
Oh, I told my wife today, don't even, I love you to death, but unless our son is like about to die, I gotta like 18 things I gotta film because all these comics keep coming out.
Right. But it's a great. I mean, honestly, it's been amazing.
Yes.
But how did you feel about the Mando finale and the season overall? I've seen a lot of mixed feelings online. A lot of people saying wildly different things. Where do you land?
I land totally on the happy all of it. Besides having a happy ending and feeling like everything was resolved was awesome. I understand where a lot of people are coming from. Could it be a series finale? Yes, but I'm happy that it's not as well. The things they do throughout it made so much sense. It really built up Mandalorians, and it's, to me, especially loving the old EU Mandalorian lore that we get from Knights of the Old Republic and like all the old comics. It gives me hope for like that in the future and how accepting they are of Din Grogu and an alien coming into the fold that knows the Force and all these other things they usually hate.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see, like a Togruta Mando and like a bunch of other Mandos and stuff like that.
Yeah. Especially because I want to see what the helmet design looks like.
Dude, they're so sick.
Yeah, that's something to imagine for sure. Just the Mandalorian helmet with holes for the ears, and like the intimidating nature of a Mandalorian with floppy ears.
I imagine Grogu might get some, imagine he has like some nice, awesome Beskar earrings.
Ooh.
I've seen people make a lot of concept art of his helmet having holes for the ears, but like, doesn't that like defeat part of the purpose of a helmet? You know what I mean? Like, blaster bolts are flying, and he's got the Force, so he can dodge his ears, but he's like in his jetpack flying, and they're just like.
I mean, but have you ever seen anyone get shot in the kidney? Those are extremely exposed in like everything. Like every time I look at Mandalorian armor, I'm just like hit him in the side. It's open. There's no armor on their side.
That's exactly why Din runs in the way he does. Head first, body small target. It's just the safest way to go.
Yeah, but no, the whole series, I loved it. I'm excited for more. I'm excited if it doesn't come out until the movie, but I hope it does, because I feel like the movie is going to be for like a hot minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that because they ultimately. I mean, we're like the episode says, we're on the road to Ahsoka. That's got to set up the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly am still maintaining the movie is going to be everyone teaming up to fight the Grisks or something like that. That's what I want. But whatever. Where I kind of land on the episode is I did enjoy it. It gave me what kind of give me what I want, but I also think the Mandoverse has a villain problem. I've been meaning to make a video on this, where what's been happening is we're not introducing our villain until the second to last episode, and because of that, we're not being given really enough. You know what I mean? Like even in the first season, Moff Gideon shows up second last episode, but it worked. It worked then. For the first time, Book of Boba Fett, Cad Bane shows up at the very end of the second to last episode. I don't feel like that worked, and I do feel like we in this season, I feel like we should have done more with Gideon. That's kind of how I feel about it.
I feel like Boba's enemy is Tatooine. Not even like one thing.
Yeah.
But
the enemy was the friends he made along the way.
I do like that, but I think, to me, I feel like what's going to happen is Ahsoka will set up the enemy that then the next season and or movie where we see Din Grogu and Din Djarin will take off. Kind of like piggybacking off each other in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also feel like Gideon, even though came in late in season 1, was part of the overall was part of the overall narrative of making him the villain. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like continuation from season 1.
And we have what, other 11 almost, or like there were 8 other villains in that Shadow Council, so we got some other guys to go beat up.
Definitely more people to track down, and that's where I'm hoping. And what I was trying to say is I think it really did work well for Moff Gideon, and I think it works well overall. It just can't be that each time because it feels weird. But one of the things I really did like about this finale is a lot of people were anticipating who's going to show up, right? Because at the end of the second season, we had Luke show up and handle everyone's business, right? And in this one, no one showed up, and that was wonderful. We can't have some tertiary person show up and resolve the conflicts for our main characters and then leave if that person is not part of the whole thing overall. And I'm curious how you're going to feel about this next part, Daxon, but I know a lot of people wanted Boba to show up, and I'm happy he didn't, because this was Mandalorian business, and Boba Fett's not a Mandalorian.
No, actually, I've been talking about that with some of my recent other theories in my head. Is I now am 100% now on the train of like, no, there's no way Jango is a real Mandalorian because it says foundling, and now they've made this other classification, and it did not state that. So that was a big thing for me. I'm happy Boba didn't show up. He doesn't care. No offense to them. He's like, I got my own thing to do, and I feel like they should treat him the same way. He's got his own thing to do. He's doing his thing. Mandalore is for the Mandalorians, and now with all like the flora and fauna being able to be brought back, it's literally theirs again to completely rebirth. Like it's like the Taurus we've never got on screen.
Awesome. I wasn't sure how you were gonna take it. I haven't made a video on that because it's a thing I've been saying for years now. But
so happy no one showed up. So happy nobody showed up. It needed to be handled by the crew. And again, I was so happy I was wrong about everything.
It was why I shifted my expectation to at least the Clan Ren, because they're on Cronest and Sabine is part and parcel for like part of the narrative. But I'm overall thrilled that they were able to resolve it on their own. I feel like what was I gonna say? No, I touched on the Jango Mandalorian a little bit on my video, and someone did comment. What did you mean by Jaster Jango? Are you saying that he's not Mandalorian? And I said, yes, because he's just a foundling. And if he was adopted or took the creed, he would have had Jaster's name. Either it would be Django Muriel or Jaster Django.
I like Jaster Jangle. This sounds like
Jaster
a...
Oh no, it's another JJ. More JJs.
But yeah, that's the separation between Foundling and Mandalorian apprentice, and then thus, as the armorer says, now you must take him on his journeys the same way your teacher took you, and so he has more growing to do. He has more Groguing to do until he is Din Grogu Mandalorian. And so we have this entire, at least from the armorer's perspective, right? So at least from the armorer's way, Django skipped a whole bunch of shit if he is a Mandalorian, but he's not.
Yeah.
He clearly didn't take the creed. He clearly was not adopted, and he left to do his own thing.
Yeah, I mean he's never
love...
said anything to indicate that he cared at all about it. So never. You know, that's where I've been. Yeah, so it's because that whole thing was stated in the first season and in the Star Wars book, but it's nice to get some more information to kind of wrap it up.
I was also on the side of, hey, he doesn't identify as either, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like when people say that Boba is Mandalorian by like birth or by way of Django, and like you have Boba Fett saying, "I'm not a Mandalorian." He's like, stop making him identify as one if he's not identifying as one, you know?
Well, and, you know, one of the other best scenes in this finale kind of emphasizes on the breaking of making bloodlines that important, or like just iconography, because the Darksaber and what happens with it is honestly one of the best things I think has ever, like, seeing that scene, I was like, yes, that was one of those scenes where I was like, that was a very powerful move, because they knew it was going to piss a lot of really basic people off. But whatever, it was good.
I mean, I also think it was, you know, like you said, it's also a loving nudge to the fan base of, yes, there is some of this legacy stuff around that has been useful in the past, but it's currently only causing conflict, and we need to be able to embrace change and embrace the future. And that's as true in the universe as it is with us lore masters, because I love lore, and this is part of their lore, and lore changes. Even in universe, it changes. We have to be able to accept that, but also legacy stuff, you know, is going to change. You may have read, you know, the original Thrawn trilogy. You're super excited to see Mount Tantus and some of that stuff be brought in. It's going to be changed. It's going to be different, and that's okay too. We have to embrace that. And I feel like this is kind of hitting on all of that at the same time. Yeah. And then really quick to Tommy P in the chat, he said the Pike boss was the main villain of the Book of Boba Fett, not Cad Bane. I agree. That is true. What was his name?
It was Pike.
Pike boss
Anderson.
number 3.
Pike Anderson.
and so when I say Cad Bane was the villain, as I meant, you know, it was the showdown that was meant to be hype.
The main foil.
You know,
if we get a season 2, which I'd again be down for, because I'll watch anything Star Wars, I imagine Cad, you know, I don't know, you think he's dead? Is he going to get the Bacta treatment?
I mean, they can always do it.
Oh man,
Boba Fett throws him in Bacta, and he's like, we're going to change you.
Listen, Fennec got handled really hard, and then they just kind of like modded her chest, her stomach, so whatever.
Yeah.
Cad Bane can get the same treatment.
Again, Qui-Gon stirring in his grave.
Just to kind of circle around to what Choco was saying about like lore and accepting new changes, it's also a practice in what I like to say we cannot adopt positions that don't exist, right? So when people are like, oh, I hate lore masters because like they say that Django is not a Mandalorian and like they're unwilling to change. It's like, no, we're willing to change. We need the lore to support it. We need them to say he is a Mandalorian, and then we'll support it. But like, we can't adopt a position that doesn't exist. And so our position that does exist is that he was a foundling. You know, the thing that does not exist is whether or not he took the next steps. And so it's a tough battle for us to be like, hey, we like to speculate, we like to theorize, but at the end of the day, if you ask us to accept something that isn't established, we can't really accept it. Can we headcanon and run with it? Sure, but like, again, I can't answer someone's question and say de facto this is it without, you know, supporting canon establishment. So that's what I was just trying to say.
Oh yeah.
Everyone in the chat is saying Daddy Blue suddenly.
Yeah. And trust me, as someone who owns like the open season comics, I'd love for them to make that canon and those things go like quadruple in cost and just be like, oh, ha, ha, ha. But no, I mean, if it doesn't happen, it's fine. That's the beauty of the EU, is it still exists for us to go back and read and to have fun in, but it's stories told around a campfire, exaggerated to all hell.
Yeah. She just said, have you met us? Yes.
I like to say it's AO3, but inside of the universe. And so people are like, did you hear about Luke Skywalker? I heard he fell in love with a computer program that was based off of the personality of a Jedi from the Clone Wars, and he fell in love with him and then downloaded that consciousness into the body of one of his friends and then dated it and got dumped by it. I feel like that could only exist in a space AO3 because it's so weird.
I heard he fell to the dark side. What?
Which brings us to...
I'm curious about your guys' thoughts on this, because while we were kind of talking about the Book of Boba Fett, do you think the Book of Boba Fett suffered from the existence of the Mandalorian?
I think it suffered from people who are expecting one show to always be like another, which is going to be now the curse since everything after Andor. They for some reason refuse to allow expectations to be diverted into a different avenue. It's like there's the Panama Canal, and that's like the only thing they know, and they don't understand that there's like rivers all over the Yucatan Peninsula and throughout the rest of Central America. But it's like, no, I heard about this one thing in high school this one time, and that's the only place you can go to.
I think Mando suffered from the existence of Book of Boba Fett. Because there's a lot of storylines that started in the Book of Boba Fett in the Mandalorian, such as the apostate. A lot of people like because when I talk with people about some like missed opportunities in the Mandalorian, they talk about the apostate storyline, how Grogu and Din did not see any meaningful separation, and that is because they had separation in Book of Boba Fett. They reunited in Book of Boba Fett, and he became an apostate in Book of Boba Fett. If you did not watch Book of Boba Fett, none of that stuff happened, and so he was an apostate for an episode. So I feel like had they put that stuff in The Mandalorian and kept the Book of Boba Fett just kind of like him coming to help Boba Fett with his situation, it would have been better. And so the narrative definitely suffered on the Mandalorian side because a lot of stuff happened off screen for them, on screen for Book of Boba Fett.
Sadly, I also kind of feel like Book of Boba Fett wasn't the beginning of it, but I would say it's when I first started really noticing a division in a lot of content creators and the such, really just starting to become, I don't even know what the word is. It's like not clickbait, but just hate bait. Just they just turned, like a lot of people just turned to the dark side all of a sudden. It was about that time because everyone, it was either boring or, oh my God, where's all the action? Why isn't he killing everybody? I thought he was a badass. He should be slapping kids and shooting dogs. I don't know. Like, I don't know why they wanted him to be this vicious murderer. Django was never that either.
Yeah. Tommy P in the chat says, to me, the Mandoverse is all one big story, so I wasn't bothered by it also being Mando 2.5, which is the case for me. You know what? I'm one of the many Star Wars fans that watches everything, so it doesn't really bother me, but I do notice its effect on other people who are like, wait, I thought they separated, you know, or I thought Din was an apostate, but then like episode 1 he resolved that. I do recognize those flaws, but as someone who watches everything, if it kind of feels like it is like one big story and it doesn't really affect me as much, but we do have to be cognizant of how it comes off with people who either skip a show or take a big break from Star Wars and come back later. So it is a thing, but you're right. To people who just continually watch everything, it isn't as big of a atrocity.
And I apologize, guys. My internet is struggling, so the audio is cutting in and out from what you guys are saying. So I disconnected my phone from my internet, and so I could see when I'm frozen, and it's kind of funny.
I haven't seen you frozen.
Yeah, hey, your struggling internet's doing pretty fine. I think I was gonna kind of go back to the Mando finale too. I would say I feel like this finale gave me some of the like most screenshotable moments I've seen also in Star Wars in a hot minute. Within those like moments of action, there was just so much cool stuff. The hammer, just bringing the hammer down on all those super commandos, that was awesome.
The Tongan hammer.
Dude, just wrecking shop. You know, the family portrait, as everyone's starting to call it now, with Bo, Din, and Grogu under the fire. I love that.
I just have a headcanon of the armor going around like de-helmeting those troopers as she's fighting them. She's like, you are an apostate, you are an apostate, you are an apostate. I fucking love her now, dude. I'm so glad she was not
Yeah,
you know, it took me a while to kind of it took me a while to come around on the armorer, but like as soon as like the traitorous aspect started coming in, like people's thoughts about who could be the traitor, but I'm all I could think about was just like, she is way too devout to like betray the Mandalorians. Like I just could not see it. You know what I mean?
oh yeah. And I was happy with Axe too. When I saw that scene, I was like, man, I really hope that he's not gonna go down with the ship kind of style. And he's like, why would I do that? Gravity's got this. Let me just shoot this window out. Bye.
Choco?
So just real quick, I think I'm gonna leave the call and then rejoin. Just want to give you a heads up, Pep.
Sure.
And then we'll see if that clears me up. Because if you guys haven't seen me freeze, then something else might be the issue. So I will be right back. But I do have a question for everyone once I come back.
Ooh, cliffhanger. Unlike this last episode of Mando.
And we never saw him again.
Oh no.
Let's see here. Marianne says, I always feel like I'm in the minority when I say I liked Book of Boba Fett. Yeah,
Probably not here.
That feels true, because I did like it as well. I didn't like it as much as I thought I would, but still, it's not like one of those things where like I truly hated it. So, you know, there are some people who have some pretty lopsided opinions on Book of Boba Fett, which is perfectly valid. But yeah, I get how you feel.
I even loved, the Gamorrean guards and all that. I was like, this is awesome. I just kind of felt like it was just a fun little like homage. These moments are going on. To me, I think the only big thing I was missing out on is just, I wanted someone, I don't care if it was Pelly, I didn't care who it was, just to kind of like hit the mayor's assistant. He got me on all those bureaucratical things I hate. I was like, just I didn't want him to get punched. I was like, oh my God, just hit this guy. He's so good at being a bureaucrat in a desert planet where he doesn't really belong.
JJ says, I just love Tamora Morrison so much. He looked like he was having the best time. And that's the thing, right? One of the things that truly astonishes me is when people have this headcanon of how Boba's supposed to be. When in Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back, we have like 8 minutes of screen time.
Yeah.
And he goes into the Sarlacc, he escapes, and he's supposed to be one way.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like has so much more depth than that. Choco, how you doing?
So I'm still having the same issue.
What's the issue?
Oh, it's just your guys' audio for me is really choppy. So I'm getting bits and pieces, so it makes it difficult to hear what some of y'all are saying.
Is it choppy
Is
because
my
of?
camera also going in and out for y'all?
Yeah, I think it might be. It might have you might have some maybe some connection issues with the device that's causing choppiness.
Yeah, I couldn't even catch that. But I seem to be having some type of odd internet issues. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna run a speed test, and I can't get the speed test to load. So
I'm gonna DM. You should restart because your connection looks fine. I can see that as the director.
okay.
Ooh.
Well, I will be back again. And so that's why I haven't given you guys my question yet, because I want to hear the answers.
That makes sense.
So, just do this. All right.
On the fly, seat of our pants, everything's great.
Let's see here. On break, have to be fast, but I'm jumping on. Go ahead, Kenny, do that. Well, and we'll bring you in. I gotta see Sam Whitworth today, and he's such an amazing guy. He's such a positive person, and honestly, if nothing else happened this year, I'll be happy. That's fantastic, Rams. I'm glad you were able to meet Sam Whitworth.
Man, it's an awesome moment.
Don't forget, DICON, Anaheim, May 2 to May 6th. We may have some surprises on May 4th, Star Wars night. Well, I won't say get your tickets because there's no tickets to this thing. You just kind of land in LA and just be like, I'm here, guys. But yeah, stay tuned for that. Close quarters blaster fighting was peak. Oh yeah,
that was fun.
Let's see here. Welcome to this Dyad in the Force, Airwick Sanchez.
Yeah.
It's good to see
All right, so
some new names.
I do have a quick question for you. Do you think with the Din Grogu thing, is it specifically a Mandalorian thing? Or do you believe it to be maybe something from Din's home planet? Because Ragnar is still a Ragnar Vizsla. Is there a difference in adoption maybe versus birth?
I believe that it has something to do with not anything Mandalorian. I think it has something to do with where Din comes from.
Okay, that's what I was figuring too. Maybe his planet had that.
The planet Akvatina sounds like it would be a planet that is kind of, family name, given name type of situation where Din is the family name.
Mm. Good way to look at it. I was also thinking too.
Yeah. I mean, of course, that's why I said it's either Jester Django or Django Muriel. So,
Right.
How's it going, Amy?
Good. How about you?
I'm still trying to recover my voice, but other than that,
Yeah.
I'm feeling good.
Good.
I look
Good.
forward to losing my voice in Japan, right?
We'll try not to. But
I will. It's gonna be my first one. I'm going
JJ and
ham.
Kari lost their voice the first night in London, so
Oh,
we'll see
dude,
how
yeah.
it works.
You put me in the same building with Hayden Christensen, I'm gonna die.
So what's up, Amy? Got some thoughts?
Well, I mean, I overall thought like the finale was good. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of this season. I like it. I think it's good. I'm curious to see. I don't know how much you guys have talked about it, but I see a lot of people like worried about like a season 4 rather. My thing is I feel like we gotta wait to see what happens in Ahsoka, because Ahsoka is obviously gonna unveil the main threat of this universe, Thrawn, and then Skeleton Crew too. I know you guys who went to Celebration saw some footage for that, and I'm sure we'll tie into all of these story beats. So, kind of want to see what you guys think a supposed Mando season 4 would look like.
Cereal.
We lost
Kenny, yeah.
Kenny.
Darn it, Kenny. But I believe a season 4 would be mostly literally Grogu, probably in like maybe like a time jumpy season. If the Mandalorian verse movie is going to be like super far off, and it's, you know, probably the thing that might connect the Mandalorians through the sequels, like why they weren't shown in the sequels kind of stuff. Leading it, because I've got so many theories as to how Grogu's going to be involved with Rey and the New Republic, and I just feel like that's all going to interweave into those movies eventually too. This is all going to be a huge part, because if they can do it in the High Republic and mix all these storylines together so well.
Cal4 super chatted a $5 ramen drop. Hope you're having a cozy night. Heart. Popping in to say hi and to share some ramen. I mean love. _elementuit.
Elementuit. Shout out to Cal for the $5 ramen drop. We appreciate you, boy. Hope to see you in Daikon. And we'll have another lovely karaoke night of you doing din slides or knee slides. That's cool nowadays. You know what I mean?
Yeah, those are all the rage in Mandalore these days.
Yeah.
Even Grogu's doing them.
Hope to make it happen. We'll make it happen. I mean, you don't need tickets to it. So we'll see about that. We'll see about doing some contests to see if we can get somebody over here. Cal says I caused the knee slides. I'm sure you did. So, in terms of your question, Hemi, I didn't mean to I guess let that one slide. I'm okay with another season. I mean, as with all of these shows, I'm okay with another season so long as they can make it work. Honestly, I don't think, for example, that it would be good for them to go into another season and then and then Gideon's back. You know,
Right.
I feel like this story, this conclusion needs to be at peace for now. That said, you know, Grogu being a Mandalorian apprentice and having to go on like a pilgrimage with his teacher, with Din, seems to be an apropos season where it's just him and they're kind of like going on a learning journey and doing a whole bunch of stuff on their own, and they're kind of letting the Mandalorians rest in their, you know, in their triumph. That would be cool. I don't think that should they do another season that it should touch the Mandalorians. That's where I land on it. Let's get Choco back into this conversation.
My first question is, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure can.
All right, cool. Let me scoot back some. So, Yeah, if they were to go with a season 4, I think it's in a really good place. I mean, well, I did.
Are you
enjoy
trying to have
this
your audio come
season.
through the headset?
Yes.
That's not happening. Can you hear us through your headset?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You're hearing the audio through the speakerphone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's listen. Let's see what we can do here.
Ooh.
Tommy P said, "Hi, we're all fine here. Thank you. How are you?"
Yeah, hey, we're all fine here now. Thank you.
Kenny's
All
phone
right,
is being
how's
dumb.
this? Can y'all? Well, let me make sure.
Can you select it?
All right, how's that?
No.
Test. No.
Yeah, rejoin with those devices connected.
Bollocks.
Hey man, this is the night of 1,000 years.
The first time back from celebrations, it's the perfect timing.
Oh, we had a party last week. I'm sorry if you guys wanted to call.
Oh, that's right. Oh no, yeah, that was a whole thing. I was gonna let you all have your fun with that one. Not having been there. Oof. And it got even farther away.
It was one of the best experiences. We had connected with so many different people there. So it only felt apropos that we had a whole bunch of them come on and just.
Oh yeah.
Test.
It says USB audio, but why does it sound like that?
Don't worry, Marianne. We're gonna have fun in 2025.
I think I'm thinking of going to Japan. I think I just want to go also for like a vacation, but also for celebration. But
That's what me and my wife kind of talked about. If we go to Japan for the first time for celebration, of course we're gonna go to celebration, but also we're in Japan. Like we got to stay an extra while now.
right. Plus, it's going to be the first celebration with the movie back.
Mhm.
So that year will be the Ray film. So I'd like to be there for that, see the trailer and stuff.
True. Ooh, yeah.
Can you hear me now?
We've been able to hear you, just not the
Yeah.
mic. I like how you also are just C.
Let's see. Ray film 2025 seems too soon.
I mean, we could do it like this. We could do it live.
I'm still.
You're much
I'm
louder
sorting
though.
Things out. Well, I mean, this one is just using the straight up phone speakerphone, I believe.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. You know how these things are? Try again on your computer. It might have already resolved itself.
Electronics.
wondering, when I ran the speed test on my computer, I was pulling down 2 meg. 2.11.
Are you on Cloudflare's and DNS or the Google public DNS? That might be a little bit too.
I'll check my
advanced.
DNS settings.
I agree with you, Obi, Sean. That would have been kind of fun to, but I'm a Cameo sucker, so.
I think everybody is, but it's
Yeah.
good.
Hey, as long as it's Quinlan.
Oh man, that's what I was speaking.
True that.
On the podcast I just had Friday. I was talking with Mike about it, and he was like, "What would be one person you think we could see maybe with Ahsoka?" I was like, "He really wants to see." I can't remember. He listed off some random Jedi I just hadn't thought about in a while, but I was like, "No, I need Quinlan Boss like more than anyone else, more than live action Cal Kestis right now." Oh my God, give me Quinlan Boss.
Mm-hmm. That would do it for me. I don't even care if he narratively makes sense on any show. If he shows up, I'm just gonna be like, well, that's where he is.
You gotta quit after that element. That's it. That's it. That's a wrap after that. Quinlan appears in live action. That's it.
Now I'll find someone else. Who else would that be? Barris Watch.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Okay, that'd be awesome.
Choco, we could go on like this if your computer is a no-go for now.
Yeah. I mean, I'll just. It'll sound bad, but so I'm sorry. But yeah, we'll get there. What I was gonna say earlier though is, there's a lot of the. I feel like a lot of the complaints in regards to Star Wars lately are more in regards to the framing of things, which again comes back to expectation versus reality. So like with this season of The Mandalorian, the whole season was a different format than everything else was previously, right? And I don't think we can really deny that. Episode 1 was very much Western, like American monomyth, where the outsider comes down and then solves the city's problem or whatever, and then moves on while he's also doing lone wolf and cub stuff. And if we get a season 4, they've set themselves up brilliantly to do just that. He's doing his Mandalorian walkabout, and we could see Grogu learning how to resolve these issues himself and taking a more active role in it. But also, give me heist stuff, right? I want them to put together a crew with Carson Teva and with
Makes me feel.
Who else to go and take down the other Moffs that are part of the Shadow Council? That would be super cool.
I mean,
Asian
I could
lady
actually
first.
I could see Migs totally be down for that.
Cobb Vanth still out there, so
Oh, dude, yeah, Cobb Vanth, Migs Mayfield. That would be a great banter between those two. They would probably just end up punching each other, but it would be perfect.
How awesome would it be if Cobb Vanth was one of the Mandalorians that was fighting with them?
Oh,
But we don't know because they don't
Thanks to
remove
Creed.
their helmet. You know
Or,
what I mean?
hey,
Cobb
maybe-
Vanth watch again.
maybe this is just the next season will be the Din clan growing even larger, and the clan Mudhorn will grow with Cobb Vanth and all these other people joining. They're just the cast will grow ever bigger, and he'll just get his own clan of Mandalorians, adopt them all into the way, Brady Bunch family style.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
the question I wanted to ask to see how you guys feel, because I know Pep was definitely feeling this, and certain people in the chat I know were also kind of feeling this. People were kind of getting unhappy with the cult storyline of the Children of the Watch, but when this resolved, they didn't really change. They're still not taking off their helmets and stuff like that. They're still as devout as before, But again, we got to sell the armor being an absolute badass and slapping people with a hammer. Who flies in to a battle with no ranged weapons, just a goddamn hammer and some tongs? That's crazy.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about that storyline of that not getting changed or getting resolved? They just kind of was like, okay.
I think it was partially resolved when the armor accepted Bo-Katan removing her helmet. When she said Bo-Katan walks both ways, and she wanted.
Yeah, she does.
And she expressed to a certain extent that in order for them to retake Mandalore, they would have to accept both ways. And so I think in the very end there, the conclusion there would be to that, they would have those people who would walk the way of the ancients, and then they would also have the new people who just as devoutly fight for Mandalore. They just don't walk that way. And so it's kind of like two denominations of the same religion,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I mean, even Bo-Katan says it, like, Mandalorians are stronger together. It's kind of been a theme of the season, and I think, like you were saying, it's two factions of the same religion. They just have slightly different ideologies, but they all bond over the same goal, and the goal was to unify Mandalore, and they accomplished that, and I'm excited to see also where that story goes. I hope to see more of that before we get to that Filoni movie and see where it is, like, close to the sequel trilogy. So.
I can say I also love that scene when Moff Gideon was like, "You Mandalorians are nothing without your trinkets." I'm like, bro, says the dude literally covered in the most trinkets in the Star Wars universe right now. Shut up. You've got a mech powered.
I'm officially going to rejoin for what I believe the last time. So like I said, I was pulling 2 meg down, 2.11. My last test was 810.24. So that's a slight improvement. Slight. So I'll be right back.
Your midi-chlorian count is almost out of Master Yoda's.
Marianne, that's your cue to call in so that we can probably. Did you guys want to battle us on this? Real fans would know, or did you want Choco and I to go head to head?
You know
I
what?
cannot compete, so.
Oh, come on.
I'll always try.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Hey, do or
I have
do
too
not.
much pride to fall.
I gotta go anyways. I got my own show. I gotta film at 8 or 9:30 Eastern, so.
Oh, okay.
Wanted to
Okay.
call in, yeah.
Well, thank you for calling in, Amy. Always
No
a great
problem. Good to
discussion.
talk to you guys. Yes.
We'll talk to
See
you
you guys
later.
later. Yeah, peace.
Party's here. Oh, Stargostia. It's good to see a friendly face, a lovely face in the chat, even though we can't see the face. But you can always call in. Let's see if Choco is.
Hello.
Oh, look at that.
Hey. I'm yeah, that's better.
You're back, but also Hammy has transformed into Marianne.
I didn't even tell the difference.
How are you, Marianne? Do you have any thoughts on the Mando finale?
I have a lot of thoughts on the Mando finale. I actually rewatched it today because I was, doing my music thing, trying to figure out the music, and I think I might have found Grogu's theme. Took me 3 fucking seasons to find it, but I think I might have found his theme, but I don't know.
I'm excited.
And I noticed when the Mandalorians were going into battle there in the base, just as they start like beating the crap out of the Imperials, you could hear like the beginning part of Mando's theme playing, but it doesn't actually go into the actual like theme that we're used to. It's just like that beginning part, like that intro. And so it just kind of made me wonder if it's like, oh, okay, so we're no longer like the Mandalorian, but the Mandalorians.
Mm-hmm.
But I loved this episode. It made me so happy. I was not ready for a devastating finale, so I was very happy with this episode.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of the big things of the finale going into it. We had who was the traitor, who's gonna die, and we got none of that. We got Mandalorians working together,
It was
being
just
nice.
great. Yes, it was just Mandalorians doing their thing, and like, I feel like this show, maybe this season, really made me love the Mandalorian culture, because I've always been like, Mandalorians, whatever. But now I'm like, oh my god, I love the Mandalorians. They're so cool. So I want to know more about them. Oh, hi, Young.
Hello.
Hello.
There's so much things, like I wouldn't even be mad if they want to make a random season of the next Mandalorians, like literally put an S on the end of it, and it's just like Bo-Katan exploring Mandalore, planting a farm.
Mandalore,
They accidentally
that's what I
hit a
was
museum
expecting.
and they find like the first mask of Mandalore the Great. We get lore drop. I just want, or a book. Put it in like a nice big picture booklet, like one of those timeline books. Give me one of them. I need something. I just gotta have all that answered, right? Why can't they just answer all of it?
I mean, are you getting the timeline book? It's
I definitely want to, but I do hope I if there's a whole bunch of Mandalorian stuff in there, I'll squee. I'll do it. I swear.
I wanted to, but that booth was a complete mess at Celebration. They literally, like, throughout the day they would close the line, and you literally had to just like spend a whole day online to get into the booth to get the timelines book. I think only Star Wars Fact Guy got it out of the people that I know. But it's coming out next week, so we'll have the timelines book.
I want that book.
Yep.
Yeah, I want that book.
I'm gonna grab it. I got lucky enough. I got a whole bunch of like the visual dictionaries and like ship guides and planet guides. I got a few of those in just like a box. One of my best friends from high school was like, "Hey, I was moving out of my house and I found this. And I know you're a huge nerd, so here you go." And I was like, "Yeah, I am."
He's like, "Thank you." One thing I am excited to start making content on is I found something from my old computer. I don't know if you guys ever do the same thing where you like put some of your old stuff like on a file, but you don't really go through it. It's just a file, like a folder named old stuff. And you just kind of move it from PC to PC. So I went through it and I have a PDF of something from the expanded universe on how to speak different languages in Star Wars. So I'm going to be making some videos on greetings and Jawaese and stuff like that. So
Interesting.
That is awesome.
yeah, I just need to make sure my accent is up to par.
I've always loved the random voices they gave all the aliens in the games and stuff. And of course, I've always heard you guys say it too. Just shoot the.
That was one of the things that a lot of people had a very visible reaction to, is when we met for the first time in London, and I did my Nicolas Cage, because it's a different experience in person. All of my voices, really. When I
That's the first thing you did was your voice.
I
love it.
The walk-in, yeah, very. It's a different experience entirely. You know, especially when you're ordering fish and chips. You know, it's
That's uncanny. My God.
What?
No.
What did that sound like?
Nicolas Cage. That was a good Nicolas Cage.
It is.
I will say, so this is kind of random, but as you guys know, a couple weeks ago, I went to the Jedi Survivor event. One of the things that's weird in that game is some of the voice acting for the NPCs are like larger voice actors. And so it doesn't, sometimes it's jarring because it doesn't fit like the mouth it's coming out of. So you run into like this Nikto that looks like a cowboy, and it's just Matt Mercer just talking like Matt Mercer. And you're like, is it high noon? Like, what is
My
What
wife's
is
gonna
this?
flip when I tell her that. She loves Critical
Man.
Role.
That makes me want Nick Cage to be just a random merchant.
Oh, and then
What
you
are
say
you
that
buying?
also. It just reminded me of a TikTok I saw recently of some of the people who were working behind the scenes on Into the Spider-Verse, where they had Nicolas Cage give his voice line to test out for Spider-Man Noir, and they're like, "It's good, but we want it to be more." And he's like, "You want the full Nicolas Cage," and then that's what he did. So like he knows that's what he does. I think that's awesome.
So funny.
Young, how are you?
Good. I have work tomorrow, so I'm gonna skip off after Real Fans Would Know. I'm so tired already.
How's the new place? How you settling in? How's the job? And how's the Mandalorian finale?
The Mandalorian finale, this just shows how fucking traumatized we all are that we were looking for the spy and pointing at Axe and or the armor, and then we get a happy ending. And then there were some memes where it's just like it's Squidward looking at Patrick and SpongeBob, and it's like the Bad Batch fans looking at the Mandalorian fans getting their fucking happy ending. I'm like, it's so damn true. If we don't get like peaceful father-daughter shit in Bad Batch season 3, I'm going to fucking riot. Like, Jennifer, you can't do this to us. You cannot do this to us. So, yeah, that was painful, but I loved it. Mommy Bo and Mommy Armor fighting with their in the air with their jetpacks, like fucking women, man, just women.
I love it when women.
I love it when women.
I gotta shout out
Din
Kari.
just being sexy as usual.
I gotta get a shout out Kari
Yes.
for our reaction when Bo-Katan and the armorer meet up in the sky. We got that cinematic shot, and she said, "Look at these two lesbians together." That's my favorite part.
I fully
Rewatched
ship
that
Bo and
episode
the armor.
so much. That was amazing. I love her reactions to everything. Like I just want to watch her react to literally everything.
No, I mean that was one of my favorite parts too. Is when they're in the green, like they're seeing that Mandalore can sustain life, and the armor comes out of nowhere with that, gosh, that voice. Lady Kreese, your reinforcements have arrived, and I was like, "Excuse me." I feel.
See, now that to me is a declaration of love, not Din's declaration of loyalty to Bo in last episode.
Hey, they could have a polycule.
I suppose, but Bo is still for the she's, the gays, and the
The
theys.
armor is down to beat out anyone's dents.
Oh, Dyad has just gone off the rails from Pep's cheeks to Choco. I can't even remember what you said, but damn, that was intense.
I mean, yeah.
Wow.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of Dyad in the Force.
After dark.
Yeah, I mean, whew. I mean, I'm sure Mandalore After Dark sounds like Iron Man making a suit.
Right.
It's just iron clanking together.
You're like,
Oh,
so much
Jesus.
torches.
The Great Forge is not the only thing burning tonight.
And then sometimes you hear the kung.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm blushing. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on here?
The forge is giving off some really, really high temps.
You know?
They're
Kari
forging some armor
appreciates
in
it.
there? Kinda.
Oh, God.
Oh, my Jesus.
All right. Why don't we go on to real fans would know?
Fine.
Do you guys want to compete against us, or do you guys want us to go head to head? These are Marianne's statements, and Marianne will be reading them. I have not seen any of them. She sent me the files. I said put them in, and yeah.
Chris, do you want to team up on this one, even though I've been out for your neck for like the past couple of weeks?
Liz, hey, no, I'm fine. Yeah, let's go. I'm always down to lose. I do it normally.
Hold on. It's me versus Choco versus a team? Are we doing?
I smell profit.
Super shattered.
Oh, I thought you two were being a team. Never mind.
No, there we go. No, but I like this better.
Yeah, no. Wait, yeah.
I like this better. No, never mind. Let's do this. Let's team up against them. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you got like.
I'm not a lore master.
You and Choco were being a team.
So Marianne wrote these.
Yeah.
Marianne wrote these statements for me and Choco to go head to head against each other.
Then I'll let you guys
But
do
if
that.
you wanted to,
watch
compete, oh Jesus Christ! Okay.
No, you guys be in here, answer questions.
Isn't that funny how you
can
just said
you can be
that,
like
you know-
blockers and stuff as well. So we still have to beat everyone.
No, you specific words were Marianne wrote them for you guys. I don't want to step on either of your, esteemed.
I mean, I was like thinking of these two when I was writing these. I don't think they're very good. Like, I have a feeling that
Girl, they're
going to
be diabolical. Shut the fuck up. They're going to be.
They're going to
diabolical.
fly right through these. I just know it. They're just going to be like, nope.
Well,
I
first
just
of all,
know it.
shout out to Obi-Wan Kenobi for the $2 ramen drop. Any new info from Celebration about that Skeleton Crew? We did get a trailer. I don't think that dropped publicly, but it is looking like actually the best way it has been described as like a Stranger Things Star Wars.
I also heard it was like Goonies, sort
Yes.
Is it the Great Leveler, please?
I got to see Vane, the pirate.
of. Yes.
Switching over.
Yeah.
And one of the interviews, they said it answers the question of what would it be like for essentially regular people or regular kids existing in this universe. So I think that'd be really cool. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Oh, also, I'm just yelling into the wind here, but like, can people stop making edits of the Young Jedi Adventures in Anakin killing younglings? Because like, these are hundreds of years apart. And I feel like I keep seeing that everywhere I look, and it's
Really?
it's irritating.
I am so happy that my spheres are small and cleansed.
It also
I haven't
feels
seen
like
that either.
it also feels like that's just like what they're always thinking about. It's like really when we
Younglings and Anakin, yeah.
when we bring up younglings, you gotta bring up Anakin. I mean, that was funny in Revenge of the Sith, but we're like, he's already redeemed.
Right?
He's no longer Vader. He's no longer like, that's not to like kind of bury his actions under the rug, but like that part of his story is over.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Star Wars had a good clapback on Twitter about that.
Oh yeah.
Trying to find
They're
it.
like, imagine knowing how time
not
works.
yeah. I just love them.
Yeah. All right, let's go on to this to Marianne's dueling dyads. Real fans would know. So I'm gonna bring this up. You're gonna read it, and me and Choco and whoever else will chime in. I guess you can proctor it. You can. I mean, so whoever raises their hand first, it's up to you.
Okay.
Here we go.
In Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, during the reunion scene after the defeat of the First Order, Maz hands Chewie Han's lucky dice, which had been with Leia when she passed. Choco, you read really fast.
Just payback.
It is.
She does not hand Chewie Han's lucky dice.
Real fans would know.
Real fans would know that she does not hand.
Disqualified.
No, I'm gonna give us this one. You are correct. It's what is it?
It gives him one of the medals from the ceremony, which, yeah, he gives her Han's medal. Han actually sold one, but it wasn't his.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh,
Oh my god, Han would.
I did not know that.
I
All
should
right.
have read these beforehand.
Ah! You gotta read fast.
All right. No, because I usually
It was the last shot, right?
My default position is
Oh, you
is
know
to
what?
let people read the statement, but
Let me,
Okay, no, I'm cool with that.
I need to keep. I need a piece of paper. Oh, here we go. All right. Choco won. Okay, let's do it. Okay,
All right.
I'm ready.
whoops.
Wait.
In Star Wars Rebels Season 1, Episode 2, Spark of Rebellion Part 2, Kanan calls Hera for help, citing a plan called 21 Pickup. This plan consisted of Kanan revealing himself to be a Jedi to distract Agent Kallus and his stormtroopers while the others ran for safety in a nearby container. Oh. That was
think
like y'all
I
were
saw
together.
I saw young.
Young.
I'm just gonna be facetious with my answer. I'm gonna
Go
be a
for it,
dick.
girlfriend. Hit me with it.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Are you?
Oh, I think she
Your
froze.
internet went
no.
out.
You froze. The second you answered it, it froze. It's fine now, but like the
Goddamn.
second you answered, it went gig.
Shit, is it better now?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's fine now.
Okay, well, real fans would know it's not Kana, it's Kanan.
Oh my god. That
I
is
told you it was gonna be
incorrect.
a dick.
That was incorrect. That was a mistype on my part. That's
I know, I
incorrect.
just had to be a dick. Okay, sorry. I turned
All
the
right,
floor over to
Choco.
someone who's actually taking this seriously.
Choco, go ahead.
Real fans would know the plan wasn't called 21 Pickup.
That is correct. Remember what it was called?
Not 52 Pickup. I don't remember.
22 pickup.
22. Okay.
The digital.
That was like 20. That sounds wrong.
I believe in you, Element. You got this. Let's go.
Oh man, here we go.
In Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, Obi-Wan Kenobi is assigned the astromech droid R4P16. R4 is eventually destroyed during the Battle of Coruscant in Revenge of the Sith. Choco!
R4P16 is real fans would know that R4P16 is not destroyed in the Battle of Coruscant.
Thought he was. I mean, that was not what I. Yeah, no, I was like, that's not what I have. But now I gotta look that up because I'm pretty sure I thought he was.
What?
It's not. Well, real fans will know. It's not R4P16.
That is correct. R4P17. Yes.
It sounds like Chago was like penis.
No, I was getting the order mixed up because he gets replaced by R4D9E. Damn it.
90.
Oh, all right. Okay. Now I'm confused, but all right. No. Okay. Anyways. In Star Wars Rebels Season 2, Episode 22, Twilight of the Apprentice Part 2, Ahsoka Tano sneaks up on Vader while he is distracted by Ezra and Kanan and cracks Vader's mask over his left eye. Element.
Real fans would know it is his right eye.
Yes, that is correct. Very good. 2-2.
Oh snap!
Ooh.
In the video game, Jedi Fallen Order, Cal Kestis falls asleep on the train. He wakes up and follows Prof through the cars until he can't get through a door. The train changes to a hall in a Venator where a door opens to reveal Master Jaro Tapal, who says to him, Padawan, mark well and listen. Trust only in the Force.
Wait.
Element.
Real fans would know he doesn't follow Prof through the cars.
That is incorrect. He does follow Prof. Well, in the dream, he follows Prof. Yes. Choco.
Real fans would know that when the door opens, it doesn't open to Master Jarl DePaul.
Yes and no. No, it's incorrect.
Okay,
Not what I'm looking for. Not what I'm looking for.
All right, Element. Now it's your second chance to go.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Or your turn, Dex.
I did not agree to none of this. Yeah, real fans would know it's not a train; it's a tram.
My bad, tram, but that's not what I'm looking for.
Real fans would know he doesn't say Padawan.
That is correct. He says apprentice, which is interesting because like throughout the when you go back to his Order 66 flashback, he calls him Padawan. He goes between the two, apprentice and Padawan. But yeah, in the beginning,
The door
he says
opens.
apprentice.
When the door
says,
opens, we see
"Boy."
clone troopers, right? That's the first thing we see.
Nope.
Okay.
No, because he tries to open the door. It doesn't open. You turn around and it's a Venator. You do actually see an astromech droid, but that's what I was looking for. I was just summarizing the scene. But as he's going, the doors close. He does his whole psychometric thing with the Force, and then there's Jaro Tapal.
Oh, okay.
And then he lifts him up with the Force and says, "Apprentice, mark well and listen. Trust only in the Force." I played through this game 9 times. I'm so obsessed with this game. So I'm so sorry.
And I sat at that door for almost an hour pressing that button just to see what would happen. I turned around and saw the Venator. Yeah, 66. I turned around and saw the Venator, and I turned back around nope. Let me just keep trying this. There's something here. I know.
Order 66.
You could tell though, it doesn't matter who's playing this game. The statements are so pedantic that we're just kind of going
shooting
through
from the hip.
Yeah, going through the details. All right, next one.
In Andor, Cassian is gifted Nemik's. Okay, this one, I'm sorry. In Andor, Cassian is gifted Nemik's manifesto after his tragic passing during their raid on Aldhani. This manifesto detailed Nemik's opinions on freedom and oppression while criticizing the Empire. There will be times when the struggle seems impossible. I know this already. Alone, unsure, dwarfed by the scale of the enemy. This one is really very pedantic, so I'm really... Yes, Young. Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Real fans would know that Nemik did not pass on Aldhani.
Yes.
Oh, that's
you are
a good
correct.
one. Dang.
Yeah, I would have accepted after their raid on Aldhani, but yes, you are correct. Well done. Young
Nice.
one.
I was rolling through the quotes in my mind.
That was I was thinking of doing that to the quote, but I was like, nah, they're gonna look at the quote. So
Yeah,
and that's the perfect. That's how we write them too. We're we're gonna make you look over here.
it totally passed me by. Good job, Young.
Nailed it. In Rogue One, a Star Wars story, Galen Erso affectionately refers to his daughter Jyn as Starlight. It is also the name of the file on Scarif that contains the Death Star's weakness that Jyn and Cassian successfully transmit to the Rebel Alliance before they're dead. Jeez,
Yes, his
Young.
beacon in the dark.
Tell me, Young.
Real fans would know his nickname for Jyn is not Starlight.
You are correct. What is it?
Stardust.
Yes. Well
Dang.
done. All right, Choco 2, Element 3, Young 2.
Young 3.
No,
I
2.
thought-
She's 2.
Okay.
She guessed, well, she was being facetious on one of them.
Oh,
just
yeah, that's
to-
right. That's right.
Just to be young, yeah.
All right, here we go.
In the book Catalyst by James Luceno, the Republic created a group called the Strategic Advisory Board in order to bolster efforts to counter and defeat the Confederacy of Independent Systems. And I know Choco and Element have read this book because when I first started listening to you guys, you were reading it together.
Shit, I listened to this and it's one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
I think I'm the one who told you to read it too.
Yes, Element.
It's not the Strategic Advisory Board. Well, real fans would know it's not Strategic Advisory Board.
You got it.
I was trying to remember. I keep forgetting. I don't have to have the answer. I was like, board is not the name. It's not board. But I can't
You are
remember what it
correct.
is.
Yep, it's cell advisory cell, strategic advisory cell. Nice.
Hey yo, 2 more to go.
Okay. In The Mandalorian, Season 1, Episode 1, The Mandalorian, Mando teams up with IG-11 on Arvala 5 to take out a group of Nikita mercenaries that are guarding the bounty. Mando later destroys IG-11 in order to save the child. Choco.
Real fans would know they are not on Arvala 5.
That is correct.
It's Arvala 7.
Arvala 7.
7.
Choco 3, Element 4, Young 2.
It's fun, isn't it, Marianne?
Oh, this is great. I love this.
I was like, oh man, this is like fun just to read them out loud.
I am having the time of my life right now.
All right, last one.
In The Bad Batch, Season 2, Episode 14, The Tipping Point, Crosshair is able to escape Imperial control and send out a transmission. Plan 88, you have to run. Thereafter, a toxic X fills the room and he's incapacitated. Dr. Hemlock arrives and appears to be immune to the toxin since he was the one who created it. Element.
Real fans would know it's Plan 99.
Nope, that is incorrect.
Oh, wait a minute.
Nope.
Choco.
Real fans would know it's not Plan 88.
Nope. But you guys are really close, though.
Ah.
Yes, Young.
Wait, sorry. Is it? No, wait a second. Hang on. Hold up.
Just say it.
Okay, real fans would know it's not Tipping Point.
It's kind of funny because now you guys are making Choco.
Real fans would know that I don't know how pedantic this is, but real fans would know that Dr. Hemlock's immunity isn't because he created it, but it's because he well, it isn't because he created it. That's not the cause.
Nope. Young.
Real fans would know that Crosshair didn't escape Imperial control.
Nope. Because he did. Like, he got away from them.
Yeah, but he didn't get out of their clutches.
No, but he did get away from them. Element.
Real fans would know he Crosshair never said you have to run.
Yes. You have to hide. That's what he said. You have to hide. Have to hide.
Nice one.
Awesome. Those are really, really good.
Those are good.
Oh, thank you. I worked really hard on them.
They, you know, it does have its advantages of having written statements ourselves. But yeah, it really does just come down to like picking your battles and just kind of looking at the whole statement and feeling like what looks the most suspect, and sometimes that's not even it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in process of elimination, you know,
Yeah.
listen to other people's answers.
You also said I was close, so I was like within that statement.
I mean, you both were. You were like right there. Like you're right there.
No, but we appreciate it. You gotta keep us in check every once in a while. Again, if anybody in the chat or if anybody watching and listening wants to submit some statements, you can just reach out through Discord or DMs in the Twitter. You know where to reach us. Thank you once again to Marianne for writing those statements. Those
You're
were
welcome.
amazing.
Excellent job.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for letting me do it.
Absolutely, and I know you had fun as much as we always have fun proctoring those questions as well. It's always like whenever we read them and like people don't get like immediately like where we put the obvious track. It's the same thing. You were probably reading it and like when we started guessing, you were like, no.
I was like, no, you're so close. You're so close.
So, I mean, I guess my question to you is, I mean, do you feel that what I feel when I write these questions is there's no such thing as difficulty. Like either you get them or you don't get them, and it's completely arbitrary. I don't know what's a difficult question and what's not, you know?
Yeah, that's
I'm curious
exactly
if that's how you
right.
felt.
It was exact because like I know you two. Like I've seen your TikToks and I know like you guys are very well versed in the lore of Star Wars. So it was like, okay, what do I need to like change or take out that's gonna, you know, catch you off guard? Because it's like what could be difficult for somebody could be easy for somebody else.
Yeah.
So I also was thinking like, okay, if I were answering these questions, what would be hard for me? Or, you know, trying to pick out the false in the statement, what would be hard for me? So.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I just know it's either pedantic or not. We can definitely kind of we can take it too far and make it like 6 sentences long, and you would have 6 sentences to kind of vet.
To go through, yeah.
But yeah, it's like it's either going to be wrong or not, and you just have to, you either know or you don't. But fun as always. Young, are you falling asleep?
No.
Got her riled up.
I'm sad that my ice cream is gone. Also, just wanted to shout out Dina in the chat. She's the one who does the amazing Fee cosplay.
Fee cosplay! Yes!
Hi, Dina.
Hello, Dina.
Yeah.
Welcome to Dyad in the Force.
Which cosplay? I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
Fee.
Fee?
She does Fee.
Oh,
She does
okay.
the
Yeah,
amazing
I have
cosplay.
seen it.
Mm-hmm. She looked amazing.
Do they have a TikTok? Where can we see?
They do. I'm really bad at remembering the TikTok names, but
Dina
I can.
ST?
Dina, let us know.
Oh.
I also nominate Dina as a future guest, just saying.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Dina_SD is her TikTok, so.
Cool.
She's got a cool Fee cosplay.
Her Fee cosplay is absolutely fucking amazing. Like, she's created the wig for it, and I'm just like, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Most I can do is I found an unopened ponytail extension recently at work because I work in a apartment complex. So someone he was like by a trash can. I was like, oh, cool, look at that. So I took it home and turned it into a Wookiee braid from a Mandalorian cosplay.
Oh, that's
I love it. I
sick.
hope you wash the shit out of that.
It was unopened. It hadn't been opened. It was still in the plastic
Oh,
bag.
nice.
So like
That's
it's
a good
totally fine.
find.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. I for some reason in my head, you just found like a cut
weave?
ponytail. Just
A random piece of hair in the
yeah, like
Go,
someone was
Choco.
donating to
Look
Lux
at
of Love,
myself.
and it fell off the truck or something.
Look at myself.
It's a real trophy earned.
Yeah, shout out to Dina. That's crazy.
That's
Isn't it
awesome.
amazing?
Yeah, she's just
That's a
awesome.
great
And the
looking
ability to
video,
take
too.
such a unique style that is animated Star Wars and to make it look so amazing live action it's a fun process, and that's awesome to see.
Yeah, we would love to have Dina on Dyad in the Force one of these days. You come highly recommended. So how's everyone feeling? We are just
Star Wars
about
Pictionary!
yeah, we're just about there.
Yes!
Um,
Can't give up on Pictionary. You never know when you might see Shakti and Anakin go at it. Vader,
Chocolate's
Shakti.
palaces.
Oh, God.
When did they ever? I would like to know.
I would like to know when they bought it.
I gotta skip out because I do have work tomorrow.
Yeah. And you
and
are falling
dishes.
asleep.
And I have to share. I am not falling asleep, okay?
Oh, sure.
I'm just in the burrito, all right?
Lush. Okay. Thank you for calling in,
Anywho.
Young. Thank
Thank
for
you guys.
participating
Always
in the
a
Real
fun
Fans.
time.
Also, your blanket looks like a cow poncho, so I think that's cool.
Gotta have ponchos.
Always the ponchos. Anywho, have a good night, everybody. Thank you again for letting me harass you guys as per usual. And I'm excited for whatever Monday is going to bring, Choco. The fact that you're going to make us all wait, bro. I'm just saying. Anywho, see everybody later.
Bye. May the force be with
Bye.
you.
May the force be with you.
All right. It's time for Star Wars Pictionary.
Woohoo!
Ding, 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 ding.
This one's my favorite.
And Dina, feel free. Dina, Obi-Wan, feel free to join in and play. We'll be
Yes.
putting out the link here.
Link is right there. Link is right here in the chat if y'all want to play. I'm gonna send this out to the Aegon house as well.
It's a Ruby ad. No, I kept the numbers.
You guys like my little Mando I'm crocheting?
Ad is adorable.
He needs arms.
Ooh.
Working on that, but my little
Yeah.
Mando.
For my son's first Halloween, my wife crocheted him big old Grogu ears to go with his little Grogu outfit.
Oh, so cute.
Especially because weather here is not too bad this last October, but holy shit.
What are you doing? Oh,
He's having a great time.
I need more scenes.
I was like, what? Why is it just us?
One second.
Also, everyone, make sure to keep an eye on your Gardic. It will time out. It'll do a little prompt and be like, "You still here?" And if you don't respond, it'll kick you out.
You know, give it a few clicks in the chat here thing, and then just scroll around.
There we go.
All right. So, Marianne, is it safe to assume that you will be playing Survivor on day one?
what? Day one? What?
You well, because of how much you love Jedi Fallen Order. You
Oh, yeah. Oh, you bet I will. I thought about taking the day off. But so usually on Friday nights, me and my siblings play Phasmophobia, and
Ooh,
we're
love
not
that game.
doing that because I'm going to be playing Survivor. And my niece and nephew are actually really excited because they love Cal. We do this thing now where in the evenings, I'll sit down and play Jedi Fallen Order, and every time Mari defeats a bad guy, everybody takes a sip of water. So, which, you know, could be a gazillion sips of water or whatever, but no, they're excited for the new Survivor game. I am so stoked for the new Survivor game. I'm ready. I'm so ready.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm so ready for that giant Claymore lightsaber. Everyone's getting whacked.
I'm not gonna lie, like just hucking that thing overhead through people is it feels good, especially when they get cut in half.
Oh yeah, dismemberment.
God.
It's on. Let's go.
Damn.
So there is dismemberment in this one.
Yes, you can turn it off
Ooh.
in the in the options if you don't.
Okay,
want
good,
it, but,
because my niece and nephew want to watch, and they're 4 and 5, so I probably will
Yeah.
turn that off.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to do a playthrough first by myself just to have fun, or if I want to record it for the channel. But I might record it. I
What is
like
that
doing
setting
Let's
called?
Plays.
Is it called Young Jedi Adventure?
Yeah.
I would say, I mean, I would advise you to stream it. I feel like there are going to be certain yeah, just jump into it early. I think there's going to be a lot
Yeah.
of stuff that you'll want to experience and not have revealed to you through other means.
Oh yeah, very true.
All right,
And I've always loved a good initial reaction. Those are fun.
let's get started.
All
We got a
right.
lot of people from from Aegon House in here. And
Yeah.
Cal.
At that last second.
Time to draw a penis. Let's go.
Oh.
Um,
And
this is
for
a long one.
Oh, that man. What?
Oh man, I'm adding way too many details.
What is that? Leku? Control?
Come on. That's all the time. Like, wait, is it Shakti?
It starts with a P.
Oh, it does. Dang it. I didn't even. This is a thing, not a person. Shiny rock. Oh, Cal, get out of here.
okay.
Get out of here.
Hey,
Uh,
come on, come on.
I think I have an idea, but I don't know how to write it out.
I am the most.
Shabam.
Come on.
Ah!
Oh.
I was like,
Oh fuck.
I mean, it's so clear now that you say it.
Yeah.
Hey man, I had a red crystal and then a clear crystal.
yes, but I couldn't figure it out. I was like, you're changing the crystal. That's all I got.
I didn't see those were. I thought those were just rocks. I know those are crystals.
Listen, they're paint rock. They're paint crystals.
Ooh, nice.
Let's put some Pictionary music on.
What in the?
Oh, no.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
Really? That's what I'm.
Oh. Okay.
you guys are so close. So close. So very
Bro.
close.
This is why I didn't try to participate in Real Fans But No. Twin Sons.
It's not that bad though. You could have gotten some of those questions and statements, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, are we ready? Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Oh my god, are you kidding me?
I don't. What is his? How does he have a superpower?
Oh.
Is this a superpower?
No. What?
How does he always know to get either specific or not specific?
Uh,
Oh, I can't give you more hints, I'm sorry.
Man, we have found his savant.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It was that simple.
It's amazing.
Good job, everybody.
Yeah, right.
oh, I didn't even know I got it. I was still.
It's
I was
Brandon.
like, nothing went through.
Well done.
All right.
Well done. I'm proud of you all.
I was still guessing.
Chuck was just like,
Stupid.
Is this Shakti versus Vader, Duxon?
Yes.
Duck?
Do-do-do. I need this for here. No, actually, he is pretty pasty, so we'll just go with really sunken eyes.
What
No
is it?
nose because he's half dead. I knew Cal would get it.
Why am I close?
Huh?
I don't understand.
What is going on?
Okay.
Look at the. No,
I mean,
Oh Jesus!
Are you kidding me?
Oh Jesus!
Very specific Palpatine.
and I knew it was that one. I mean, you see it red, but like,
Yeah.
Need a pick quickly, or else it'll. There you go. Good job.
Even if you have to look it up.
Yeah, you
That's-
can look it up too.
All right.
But or gullet.
Oh.
Oh. No.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh, dang it. For a second I saw the blue. I was like, oh, I saw the
Yeah.
I was gonna type it. Yeah.
blue. All right, Cal, come on.
Cal is just trouncing us.
Dude. All right, everyone, we got to get Cal's. Come on.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Oh God, I can't spell.
Yeah. Oh Jesus.
I love when that happens. When you try to paint one part and it doesn't.
No, they worked out perfectly.
Oh, yeah. Actually, never mind.
Oh, look,
I
he's
see what's
putting
going on.
stars.
Ooh.
He's putting stars in Star Wars.
I love it.
All
Oh,
right.
it's Tate's turn. Let's go, Tate. Taint.
Oh, okay. What color is it, though? Yep.
Oh!
No.
Wait a minute.
Cal.
Yeah.
Wait. Hey!
What? Mother zombie.
Oh no.
Oh. Nice.
As soon as I saw Vic roll, I was like, "Hey!" Ooh, okay.
It looks like a really long neck. Oh.
That looks like
I have no idea how to spell his name, but I know it's not right.
looks like a hipster.
I
Oh.
thought.
Jeez.
Oh.
Okay, so that was gonna be the vest. I see.
Oh.
I thought they were like doing the emo hands in pockets.
I'm an idiot though. Like I typed in Greedo first because, like,
I
like,
did too. I did too.
Yeah.
Damn, how did you guys get it?
Okay. Because I got close on one, and so I just kept.
Hey,
guessing the
there we
rest.
go. Yeah. That's really good.
You know, when you're doing this,
first I
make
thought
sure
he was
you don't-
pulling a hot dog with like the grill marks. It's like,
When you need a glizzy right now,
I want a hot dog now.
dude. I would. That actually sounds pretty tasty. Or a big kielbasa. Is it that one time?
Oh God.
let's see here.
That is real hot.
Hoth, but I forgot the H.
Real hot.
A bird.
Ooh. Oh, dude. What is that race's name?
What?
Okay, it's not the Torotai.
Jesus, that is
What the?
that is extremely phallic.
Long Furby.
What is
Not a
going
long
on?
Furby.
Meat. Oh. Jesus Christ.
All right, now I got it.
I don't know.
Also,
I
Cal,
have no
really, how
idea.
you
What is that? I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
get out of our heads?
Oh,
Get out of our heads.
Yeah, I was hoping the beak would sell it because
It's one of those things too. Yeah, hindsight 2020. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense now.
You went full hentai tentacle on that one though.
Okay. Let's see. This is gonna be really bad. I'm sorry. Shit.
is that what it is?
Anthrophoto.
God damn it. I'm sorry. Think, The Bad Batch.
What are you even writing? Oh,
There you go. Hey, close.
Wait.
Also think Java.
Huh?
Roar.
um,
Season 1.
Oh wait.
Season 1 of The Bad Batch. There you go. Starts with an M.
yep, it sure does.
Roar. Also think Boba Fett. There you go.
Moochie, meet you.
Moochie Pachanga. Okay, Patesi.
Batista.
Patisa. Yes.
Uh-oh. Kari's turn.
Oh.
No.
You have to be
Who does
really
that?
quick to choose. We're sorry.
We were this close to greatness.
Oh, okay, it's
Now we're
even
back to
easier. You guys
phallic
love when I do
symbols.
these. Oh, you know what's even better about that?
Oh
What are you
no!
drawing?
It already. Oh no! It's a helmet.
Whee!
Come on, Cal, where are you? There you are.
Here we go. Had to go through
Throw
them all.
this stuff on. Yep.
Dina, you're so close. Be more specific, Dina. You were close the first time.
That just looks like. That just looks like Din Grievous.
The other one was the Phantom Menace. I'm like, how do I draw an idea?
Wow. Okay.
Dang, Cal. Dang, Cal.
I think this is the first time neither of us meddled.
Yes!
Yeah.
The first time I have. Woo!
That was awesome.
All right.
Cal, you need to get into like professional Pictionarying.
Yeah, I play comp.
Yeah, I play comp Pictionary.
Well, well, well. That was fun. We always love ending the stream on Pictionary
Mm-hmm.
just to decompress and to get some laughs out, see some horrible pictures from Choco, some phallic ones. With the I don't even know how you went there with the drunkard, but you did.
Every time.
Well, I was drawing tentacles. Like, they all had to attach somewhere. That was like tentacle number 8. You know? Ain't nobody's peen looks like that.
Diamond wanted Pictionary.
I mean, it's Star Wars, right? It doesn't have to look like that. But I think the placement was suggestive. Like you put a tentacle right smack dab right there in the crotchal area.
Hey, man. Everyone's got to reproduce.
Just not in that way.
Yeah.
All right.
I can't. Oh.
Well, thank you to Jackson for calling in and Marianne for calling in, especially Marianne for doing The Real Fans Would Know and allowing Choco and myself to participate in that. If you guys want to also make statements for us, let me know and I'll put them in for next week. But yeah, we'll start with Marianne this time. Where can people find you and your wonderful content? And if you have any announcements, go ahead.
You can find me on TikTok mainly at Mari _Mawi, MAWI. That's a play on my name because that's what my niece and nephew call me. And I talk about Star Wars music all the time. And of course, like my reactions to episodes and whatnot. And I've also somehow got dragged onto Call of Duty TikTok. So now I'm, going to do Call of Duty because I don't know. But
Okay.
I somehow got dragged into it. I don't know how, but yes. But I talk about Star Wars music a lot and have a lot of fun. But yep, that's where you can find me.
Awesome. And Jackson.
Dixon download on everything: Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. But I'm going to become insufferable here very soon to a lot of you as I completely demand into the ethos. Who are these two orange saber wielders? What do I get to know about them as I speculate about them? And how many other things? I'm just going off the fringes. I got videos coming up about the future of what I believe Grogu is going to be. So look forward to that all over my YouTube. And of course, I'll be talking a lot about the High Republic as things are really coming to a head in Phase 2.
Yeah.
I still
Sounds
need to read
good.
Catalyst. I haven't read Catalyst yet.
Really quickly, I think how Thrawn goes and gets the Aslamiri and faces Joris, but then promises Joris like Luke and Leia,
Mhm.
essentially. I kind of feel like Balin and Shin are stand-ins for that, but we'll have to see. Choco, what about you?
Well, I mean, just quick for Dex. Did Shin give you Tahiri Vela vibes?
Dude, she gave me Lena Banaka vibes the first time I saw her. With
Yes, me
that hair, bro. I
too!
was like, is my girl? No way, you about to
Like
make
Star
her?
Wars The Old Republic, yay!
No, that tracks as well.
Wait.
Whenever she came on the screen,
What
I
was the
used the
name you
romance
said?
option.
I said it wrong.
Lana
Lana
Beniko.
Beniko.
Lana
Yeah.
Beniko, yes. I was like, who the hell
Yes.
is that? Salsa Blanca?
I was on the
Casablanca.
same
Casablanca.
wavelength. I love
Yes.
her. I love
When I
her.
saw that, that's the first person that came into my head, and I was like, "Be still,
I
my
know.
heart."
Yeah.
Old Republic,
Yeah.
let's go.
If she acts just like her, I am going to have a new favorite. Period for the rest of forever.
I mean, they had me at Sabine. But yeah, just look forward to a lot more coverage, especially of Jedi Survivor coming up, and just talking Star Wars, loving Star Wars. It's a great time to be a fan. It is not without reproach, and it is not. We should criticize it, but overall, we love Star Wars, and you're gonna get that throughout our content. So. Yeah, we will continue to try and be the light in the dark.
Yeah.
Okay, I might be a little darkness. Forgive me. I'm gonna throw a little darkness.
And Natasha, if you're watching this,
Shoot your
shot,
shot,
man. Shoot
Shoot
your
your
shot.
shot.
that'll do it for this episode of Dyad in the Force. Thank you guys so much for calling in, tuning in the chat, and being a part of this community. Don't forget, May 2nd to the 6th is DICON, and we have a lot of really fun activities planned for
I'm
everyone to get
excited.
together and just to hang out. Karaoke, beachside theaters, all that good stuff. We also have someone who is planning a like an award show one of the nights for DICON. So we'll get more details on that front. Tickets on sale soon. Just kidding. You do not need tickets to show up. Just land in LAX and show up in our free faces. And we'll be like, hello, welcome.
Glad
I
to
saw, dude.
Yeah. That's it. On to the next one, Choco.
The Force will be with you always.
And we are all the Dyad.
The Dyad.
See you guys later.